For this last video, I'm going to continue with squares. So anytime it's squared, that means you're multiplying it times itself. So here I'm going to start with root 40 times root 40. You might already know when you multiply a same radical times itself, it really just takes out the square root. So a shortcut would be, okay, root 40 times root 40 is going to end up being 40. If you want to do it the long way, you can. Next, I'm going to do root 40 times 2 root 3. I'm going to put my imaginary 1. So 1 times 2 is 2. And 40 times 3 would be square root of 120. Then here, 2 times 1 is 2. And 3 times 40 would be square root of 120. Then 2 times 2 is 4. And root 3 times root 3 becomes root 9. So I have 40. Let's see if we can do square root of 120. That's 2 and 60, 2 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 5. So here I do have a pair of 2's. And then left over would be 2, 3, and 5. So that really becomes 2 root 30. So here, instead of square root of 120, I can put the 2 root 30. Same here. And square root of 9 is one of our perfect square roots. That just becomes 3. So that really becomes just 4 times 3. 2 times 2 is 4 root 30. 2 times 2 is 4 root 30. And 4 times 3 is 12. So from here, we're going to combine like terms. 40 and 12 will give me 52. And then 4 and 4 will give me 8 root 30, because those had the same radical. We're going to do one last one like this. So this time we have 4 root 3 minus 3 root 5 times 4 root 3 minus 3 root 5. Here, 4 times 4 is 16, and root 3 times root 3 is root 9. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12, and 3 times 5 is root 15. Negative 3 times 4 is negative 12, and 5 times 3 is root 15. And then negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9, and 5 times 5 is root 25. So here we have 16. Square root of 9 is a perfect square root. It's just 3. Let's see if we can do radical 15 on the side. That's just 5 and 3. There's no pairs, so that means radical or root 15 stays the same. So I'm going to leave this minus 12 root 15 minus 12 root 15 plus 9. Square root of 25 is a perfect square root. It's 5, so that just becomes 9 times 5. So our problem becomes 48 minus 12 root 15 minus 12 root 15 plus 9 times 5, which is 45. Now we can combine like terms. 48 plus 45 is going to give us 93. And then negative 12 and negative 12 is going to be negative 24 root 15.